Would you tell younger you never get married or don't get married? Is that
No, I wouldn't tell younger me that.
okay?
Younger me already thought that. We just high fived on that shit. Like hell yeah.
So younger me was already there.
Yeah, younger me. That's where I came from. Shit, I grew from that guy. So yeah,
Right.
we'd have been locked step on that one. Like, bro, don't even do it.
It's trash.
Yeah.
Right. Would you tell younger you to stay single?
When you're getting in, like, I would say don't settle.
Yes,
Don't settle because you're a hostage.
Obviously, you don't go into it knowing that. So if the outcome
I
changes,
feel like some people do.
Some people definitely do because they went
I mean,
into
if
it
you're
with
settling, right.
they were looking for something in particular.
okay,
Or you have no
I can
other
see that.
choice. But
Well, you
settle.
always have a choice.
Yeah, choices.
I
You
don't-
always
I don't
have a
think you-
choice.
I don't
They may
think you
not
do.
be the greatest of options comparatively.
Yeah.
So when this guy we'll use guy or girl you settled for, you could have just said no.
Yeah. But then in the whole hostage thing for like, I'm not going to be able to explain this very well. Like, I'm settling for this marriage. Like, my mom back in the war days, she settled to get married because he provided for her.
Mm-hmm.
Because if she didn't marry him, she wouldn't have had a roof over her head.
Right.
She wouldn't have been able to eat.
Mm-hmm.
So she settled.
Right.
That's what I mean by that.
But that's not a thing for now though. That's
Right.
Like,
Yeah,
like she
now
I
said.
mean,
I
I
think
think
that's
it
right.
is because look at society these days. Freaking nobody can afford a one-bedroom apartment these days on what jobs are paying. So if it's a matter of am I going to be homeless or do I get, married to a person that can provide a home for me?
No, that's not accurate.
Some people do it.
Most people who work consistently can afford somewhere to live.
I work consistently. I make pretty good money. I can't with insurance, health insurance, bills,
You
everything.
may not
I
be able
can't
to
afford
live
a
where
one-bedroom.
you live or where you want to live. You will
Even
be
if I
able
go
to
to
afford
Flint right
to.
now, I can afford a freaking apartment.
You don't think if you didn't have
I
a,
know I can't. I live right by Flint. I know I can't.
so if you weren't married, you think you would just be homeless.
Yeah. I would be going off from a couch to a couch to a couch or whatever of my friends.
So if we
That seems unrealistic. The median income
I
in
know I can't.
the median household income in Michigan is $44,000, which means that a whole household is living off of that. If you're making that, then you can certainly afford it. You might not be able to afford to live where you want
A
to.
car payment. Car insurance.
You don't have to have a car payment. You can just have a car that
you
doesn't
need a
carry
car.
a payment. That doesn't carry a payment.
But if I don't have that money, I have to have a payment. I have to get
I
financing.
have a car that doesn't carry a payment.
Okay, but if I have to buy a car and I don't have the money to buy it flat out off of cash, I'm going to have a payment.
I don't know.
So,
I don't
but
see.
either way, you got insurance on the car. Then you got whatever bills. You got a phone bill because you need a phone these days. Let's face it. You got all kinds of bills that add up, and then you get an apartment or a house. You got electricity bill. You got water bill. You got all these bills. Say I bring $1,000 or $1,500 every 2 weeks. My check is I'm living check to check. And I'm
You are
still
living
struggling.
check to check, and you are still struggling. But I do believe you could do it. Like I think
don't.
a person with $50,000, I believe, and obviously, I think it's fair for me to say I don't live in that range right now. I have lived there before, but obviously inflation wasn't what it is. So I cannot say
18%
certainly I know for a fact. But I mean, when I was making $50,000, I was living pretty easily without any extra income. I had a car, I had a house, had a car note. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I just find it hard to believe that a person making $50,000 can absolutely not afford to live somewhere and have a car
I know
with
I can't.
$50,000.
I make over $50,000 a year.
And you
with,
believe if
all
you
my
didn't
bills
have
and
your
everything,
husband, you
if I
wouldn't be
want
able
to
to-
get a divorce today and get an apartment, I cannot.
Is
do
it that
myself.
bad?
Yes.
Is inflation that fucking
Yes.
bad?
I think there's a differentiation between, and I think you touched on it. You didn't address it at all, which is fine. So the what I want versus what I can.
Right.
Right?
It'll
It's
be tight
possible. Are you going to be uncomfortable
Yes.
at times? Are you
Extremely.
going to absolutely
Yes.
have to make sacrifices? Yep. But impossible, I think, is where the separation happens. You just gonna have to sacrifice. Now, how much suffering you want to deal with?
Everything, right, and live on ramen. I've done it before when I was younger. And I'm telling you, as right now, if I got a divorce and went on my own, I could not do it.
I don't know. So I
can't.
guess I'm looking at it like, even with a car note. Your car note eventually runs out if you don't do a lease. So eventually you won't have that car note anymore. You know what I'm saying? Like, so 5 years passes, boom, I don't have that car note no more. I still have a dependable car. So I can still get around. I still don't carry a car note currently, so that bill is gone.
Right.
You're still going to have the insurance. The insurance is going to drop though. Once you don't have to pay the car note anymore, the insurance will go down. You're older. You had your insurance X amount of time. You'll get all of these discounts. That's how that shit goes. All of those are things that are going to drop down. So
But
some
it
stuff will
takes
go
time.
down. Some stuff will go up. Yes, absolutely.
So you've got to be
But
uncomfortable
right
for a little
now,
while to be
as-
comfortable
right.
long.
Right, but so I guess you're looking at it from I got to go buy a car today. Like not I already have a car because I
saying,
look at
like-
it like I already have a car. So I already have a car that doesn't carry a note. So when I have this conversation, I look at my car that doesn't carry a note. I'm still driving around. It's fine. Like I don't have a problem. It's not in the shop very often. It's cool. So yeah, I'm like, oh, I still have a car. I can get where I need to go. It's not a problem. I don't count that as a bill because it's basically just I put gas in it like anybody else would put into their car. So I don't have a car note. You don't have to have. Well, now, yeah, you definitely got to have somewhere to live, and rent has gotten crazy.
Yeah.
I mean, crazy at this point. So I get you when it comes to that, but I still believe at $50,000, I think you will be able to afford a place to live and a car.
Well, and then the even the living
Now you
situation.
might not be able to go out on a regular basis. You know
I
what I'm
mean,
saying?
and I could
Like
care
some of
less
the
for that.
yeah, it's like so some of the finer things, the luxuries, the things that aren't necessarily a necessity. Yeah, you probably gonna fall back on heavy.
I get you. If I didn't say I didn't have my car note on me, I'd be okay. But that bill alone right there, I mean, I pay $400 a month on my car.
Yeah, car note is yeah, car
That's
note and insurance can
$400.
definitely hit hard.
Right.
Like yeah, for sure.
And then being young and stupid, you got credit card bills. You know, you got
Yeah, for
that.
sure.
You know, it's
I'll
gonna
let
take
them
time
bitches
to
go into
pay
default.
off.
I wouldn't even care. Like
Right.
like
If you had to- if you had to make a choice.
So yeah, if I'm at the threshold where hey, I'm barely making it anyway. I'm only making $50,000. My rent, car note, my actual life cost me $49,000. Fuck them Visa bills. Them bitches is just gonna be. Y'all motherfuckers send me all the letters, call me,
Right.
threaten me. Hey, listen, come over, bring food, we'll have a powwow.
Right.
Because this is how I'm eating tonight. So
Yeah,
come by
yeah, right.
and let's talk about it. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, bring me some pizza or whatever it is that you
Right.
like. Because I'm struggling.
I'm starving.
I'll take
Yeah.
whatever you bring. At this point, we try to figure this shit out. You know, we can do this every
But we
week.
can talk
Actually,
about it.
yeah, we can really make this a date night. So weekly, you can come by and tell me how I ain't shit for not paying.
Damn,
you,
I can't
but
go out.
as
Visa
long as you
coming
bring
by.
your motherfucking snacks. so
MasterCard's
yeah,
gonna buy snacks. We gonna hang out.
definitely
It's a
go
powwow.
because if I'm already struggling and broke, what I care about my credit report.
Right.
Because that's essentially why you pay your credit card bills. Like at the end of the day, that's why we all pay our bills. We don't want that credit effect. Fuck that credit effect. I have $32 left, bro. I don't give a
At
fuck
that
about
point,
that
Once
credit.
you hit that point,
Yeah.
it's downhill. From
Yeah,
here
fuck the
anyway.
credit. Shit, you guys can suck my balls.
Right.
Hey, why didn't you pay this month? Because I ain't have a motherfucker.
And I'm not gonna have it next
And
month.
I ain't gonna have it
so
next
I'm
month. So
gonna
you can
keep
either not call or come by with snacks.
going. Right.
Shit,
Pick your
these are the
poison.
options, my dog.
Pick your
How
poison.
much money you got extra? Come on with it then, shit, with your rich ass.